If you're playing Maplestory M or plan on playing Maplestory M in the future and you want to stick to being free to play, I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys some tips that are going to help you out a lot. These are things that you're definitely going to want to know early on towards the start of the game. Now, I'm mostly going to be focusing on one really big thing in particular in this video because it's not going to help you out with just one thing. It's actually going to be a huge help towards your entire account when it comes to being free to play. Now, what that's going to be is, well, let me go ahead and show you. It's going to be taking advantage of all of your alts on your accounts. I know that might seem crazy, especially considering the game just came out. You're probably really intimidated just playing your one character, but when I say alts, you don't even necessarily have to play them a lot. Just make the character and level them up a little bit. Now, as you can see up on my screen, I've already actually taken advantage of all my free character slots. You're given a total of 5. One of them is my main character, and the other 4 that I have on this account, they're all just alts. As you can see, sell alt 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, 2 of my 4 characters, I've actually already leveled up a little bit, and I've leveled them up to 35 in particular. Now, the reason why I've leveled up 2 of my characters to level 35 in particular is because that is going to be the level that you unlock the ability to use the trade station. Now, each character in Maplestory is unfortunately only going to be able to list 3 things on the trade station. Now, that might seem really unfortunate at first. Of course, if you don't want to make alts and you don't want to put any investment into actually leveling up characters, you are going to have to spend crystals in order to purchase the ability to sell more things on the trade station. But if you take advantage of all the character slots that you have on your account and level them up to 35, you'll be able to list 3 things on the trade station on each character. This means that you go from being able to list a total of 3 things on the trade station to a total of 15 things on the trade station across all 5 of your characters without having to spend any crystals into actually unlocking additional trade station space. Now, alts aren't just going to be useful for the trade station. You're going to unlock a whole bunch of things that are really going to help you out in terms of the world of convenience when it comes to Maplestory M. Let's not forget all the extra inventory space that you're going to get as well. As you actually play the game, you're going to accumulate a lot of items, things that probably don't necessarily sell a lot, all sorts of things, and you're going to feel very overwhelmed by the limited inventory space that you have. Unfortunately, inventory space when it comes to free-to-play games, and in particular mobile games, it can be pretty expensive to actually unlock additional inventory space. As you can see, 25 crystals per 5 inventory slots. Now, if you're free-to-play, making sure that you take advantage of all the alts that you can make on your account is essentially going to allow you to have your alts function as an extra bank or an extra warehouse when it comes to all that extra gear and things that you're going to want to store later on as the game develops. Now, getting to level 35 only took me about 2 hours, I would say, on each of the characters that I leveled up. So if you do decide to stay free to play and you want to take advantage of your alts, you're going to have to make the decision on when you want to invest that 2 hours or so to level up your alts so that you can take advantage of not just the trade station, but the inventory space and all the other features that you get on alts. It seems really simple, but don't forget that really basic stuff like logging into my alts and just activating the fever buff, joining a party, using a couple of potions, that's also going to give you a few extra mesos each day. Might not necessarily seem like a lot, but spending literally 2 to 3 minutes on a character, probably even less than that, clicking a couple of buttons and getting 50,000 or so mesos pretty much for free without really having to do that much, that's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, definitely a huge perk to taking advantage of the alt slots that you have as well. Now, this is something else, I guess you could call it a little bit of a bonus, not necessarily a free-to-play thing, but definitely going to be very helpful for your guild as well, is if you actually have alts, once you unlock the daily dungeon, the elite dungeon, the mini dungeon, you can actually really quickly just enter these using your free tickets that you get every single day, and that is going to give you some additional guild experience as well. So whether you have your own guild, whether you're in somebody else's guild, if you have an alt in that guild or that guild allows alts, it's a great way to get some pretty much free guild experience. So that's something that I've been using to level up the Salty clan as well. By the way, little disclaimer, if you guys are playing on the Zenith server, you are all welcome to join the Salty clan. It's just me right now because I haven't really advertised it, but you can look it up. You can send me a message on Not Salt. We have plenty of spots open there. So This video, I really mostly just wanted to focus on alts because they are such a huge thing when it comes to being free to play, saving crystals and resources. You can really maximize the efficiency of your alt slots on your account to get a lot out of it so that you don't feel like you need to spend crystals on a lot of things that normally you would feel pressured to. So it really is a convenience thing. Another thing that I wanted to just talk about very briefly is a lot of things that you might feel like you need to spend crystals on, you can actually just buy them in the trade station. Unfortunately, one of the big things that you can't is certain cosmetic items you probably won't be able to buy in the trade station, but there are other cosmetics and mounts and style items and all sorts of stuff that you can buy with mesos. So if you do stay free to play, one theme that you're going to encounter when it comes to cosmetic items versus convenience and power and equipment is, unfortunately, that's going to divide your mesos that you're going to be able to spend. You're going to get a certain amount of mesos by playing the game and grinding. And if you stay free to play and you don't actually want to spend crystals on cosmetic stuff for your character, you're going to have to make the decision to use some of those mesos and buy them in the trade station. So that's one thing as well. I think I'm going to end up talking a little bit too much for this video, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. The main thing that I wanted to talk about was absolutely maximizing your alts. So to those of you guys who are new, those of you who are already playing, if you haven't already, definitely make sure to take advantage of your alt slots. And with that being said, I want to say thank you very much, everybody, for watching the video. The last video, the meso farming one, did extremely well. So a huge thank you to all of you guys who have not only seen that video, the one about farming mesos and meso farming efficiency and all the different ways to get mesos in the game, but a big thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed to the channel as well. We are currently, as of me making this video right now, at 39 subscribers, so thank you very much. And if you enjoyed this video, if you have any feedback or you just want to show some support, leaving a quick like, a comment, any feedback or anything like that. Of course, subscribing if you want to receive notifications for future videos. Let me know. I check the comments and all that stuff on YouTube a couple of times a day, so if you do want to reach out to me, feel free. So that's going to be about it for this video. I'm going to try to keep it around 7 minutes, which is exactly where we're at. So hopefully this helped out, and with that being said, this is Salt of the Salty Clan signing out.